Okay, folks, welcome back to Dyson Sphere Program. It has been a little bit of time, but I believe last episode we had just kind of set up a whole new carbon hydrogen system. I don't think there's any carbon involved. I think it was just hydrogen. Yeah, we're splitting all this hydrogen. It looks great. One thing that I do want to address actually over here is something that I believe to be a mistake, and I'm actually going to dismantle this right now. So I've actually thought about the better way to do this. And we have a different option that we can pursue here. I'm going to let this start to block up, but I think we want to handle this a little bit differently than how I originally had it set up. And it might require us making this look a little bit uglier, but I think that's going to be okay. So what we're going to do is actually set up a splitter here and use this splitter instead of our previous arrangement. So what we're going to do is split out here. We're going to run one end right into here and one end right up here. We're actually going to put our little storage, or in this case our trash, up here. And so what I wanted to do, and what I realized I was running into an issue with, is that the issue was that we were always going to run into balancing issues with our storage if we weren't putting as much of our graphite or graphene or whatever the heck this is, energetic graphene, right? Is that a thing? Into storage as possible, right? So the problem is what we were doing is we were trying to run it into storage and then run the excess out, when what we should be doing is actually favoring running into storage and then burning any excess so our storage can stay fully stocked up. So that's actually what we're going to do here. And I actually think this is the kind of switch that we should potentially make everywhere in terms of every resource, so we don't run into this excess issue, right? Because now, if we look at the behavior here, what will happen is it'll continue to pump energetic graphite in here until we've completely stored it, and only then, once this line backs up, would then start to delete it over here, but only if I mark this correctly. There we go. So now we should be able to see what will happen if that ends up actually working, right? So we have a little bit of time. We'll see how this goes. The one other thing this won't do too is this line will now also back up. You kind of have to do this per line. So maybe I'll actually run, where's this coming? It's coming from over here. Okay. We don't really want it to back up all the way over here, so maybe what we'll do, just kind of juke right up here. These are all, okay, these are all fine there. So yeah, let's kind of block off both of these lines right here. I know. Let's pull that back. Put a splitter right here. And then actually, we don't even need to bother this hydrogen line. Never mind. Go out here. This can go back in here. So now we will encourage it to go that way, but when we have extra, come right out here, use our small little crate here. And that's just happening because, again, it's trying to push everything through. Set this back down here, and then we'll get some grabbers over here. So should be basically the same deal. We'll pull this out one more. I'll take those because they're not really supposed to be there. There we go. So this can handle the full line capabilities here. Boom. Okay, cool. So I think that's an overall better plan. I'll keep everything just a little bit tidier, right? And I think it should help out in those situations where we do have something that we want to have a full storage of, but then not have an excess of it cause issues for us. So we'll see how this design goes. All right, other things we were thinking about is our oil production was becoming a little bit of an issue, right? So one thing I do think it makes sense to do, especially up here, is to actually rip all of this out and just use a, well, I'm not missing it. There we go. Use a logistic station here. We don't have a planetary logistic station though, so I do think we want to build one more planetary station. We do not have enough of these particle containers. Good news is we have particle containers somewhere else on the planet. How is this going over here? Okay, not terribly. That's always a good sign, right? That's kind of what I aim for, is not terribly. All right, I think particle containers are over here, potentially. It's been a while since we needed any of them. Oh, and we're randomly building graphene over here for some reason. That's all okay. I can't even look at that too much or my head's going to explode, so let's just keep moving. All right, this is moving nicely. We do have this little fill up here because we're not storing any of that. Interesting. Okay, this is what we're looking for over here. Awesome. So let's grab. Ooh, definitely don't need all those. There we go. That's only 7. Obviously, we need a few more than that. There we go. Okay, what is it we're building? Boom, these guys. 1. That's embarrassing. We need titanium ingots. I don't think we have any of those on this planet. Or no, we do. Oh, wait, hold up. Conceptually, we'd have some right here. Let's see if we get some titanium ingots here that we can just steal. Apparently not. So that actually might be one of the problems that we're experiencing with our glass, right? Isn't that one of these issues? Is that if we go over here, or our plane filters rather, right? We're building out some plane filters over here. And yes, we don't have enough plane filters because we don't have enough titanium glass. That is probably why. So let's hop back over here and go see what's going on with our titanium glass. My suspicion is that we may just need to kind of finally up the ante on our titanium. Let's see how we're actually bringing titanium into the planet. I believe it's over here. This is, I don't know what the heck's going on here. How is that not considered? So there's a supply there. All right, hold on. If we're having some graphene issues, let's kind of just go sort that out. Because obviously we have that there. That's just fine. So we don't really have any graphene issues. So what the heck is this even doing over here? I got totally distracted by why we have this one little thing here. What are you even doing? What are you supplying? Why do we need this supply of all places? I'm just gonna take this. I don't think that makes any sense to me. And let's just delete that. We'll just let that work there, but I don't think there's any reason that we distinctly need that, especially when we're producing all this graphite over here. So I'm not gonna worry about it. Okay. So we were gonna go see what's going on with our titanium. So we do have titanium alloy, but not titanium plates. Or titanium ingots, rather. Interesting. But we must be pulling it in somewhere on the planet. So let's figure out if we can... Okay, over here, I see remote demand. Retained by smelting. Makes sense. Let's kick this up a little bit. My suspicion is that maybe we just don't have good demand here, so that might be something we'll need to figure out shortly. In the meantime, let's go over here and fix what we wanted to do over here. So I built all of this before we had any sort of logistics, and we're going to go through and fix all this now. Let's kind of back everything. There we go. It's going to be mad at me for just a hot second, but put this down right here. Oh, is this a power issue? What's going on here? No, we should be okay. Oh, it's a power network connection issue. That's what it is. No? Never mind. I don't know what's going on. Okay, so we just have to actually make sure that these are all feeding out correctly. Let's say raw oil, right? Actually, here, let's connect up this side first, so we don't run into any issues there. You go there. You go there. You go. Come on, actually here. We'll pull some around this side. You can go in there. Switch this back to an individual grab. Actually pull this one down here. Go on this side. And actually let's do one more time, just so we have enough room for any extras if they come along. Alright, and then this one, we'll run you down. Maybe leave 2 slots open there. Run down here. And there. And this one, easy enough. Run this right over here. Boom. Okay. This doesn't actually need power supplied to it at all to be able to do this, so let's actually just pull this back a little bit. You don't have to do that. I just find it easier to work with, honestly, if they're a little bit further back. There we go. Oil up on all of these. And then we'll automatically do all the filtering we need to right there. Makes life a lot easier. Okay. So, I mean, at this point, honestly, it's probably like, do we have any oil seeps that we're not using? You know, I think pretty much all of these are being used for the most part. Oh, hey, nice. There we go. Finish some research. I think we can just keep doing this one, right? We got plenty of time, so we'll just keep going. All right. This is totally clogged up. Interesting. Is that a problem? Hopefully not. Why are you upset? You don't have enough refined oil. No refined oil in here. Interesting. Okay. We'll see what happens. I think we're about to start hitting our glut again. It was just because we temporarily brought this system down that was an issue. That may also be a larger problem at some point because we are using that oil to produce more hydrogen here, right? And we're not getting that out. So every time we exponentially increase here, we need more and more. So let's let's go hunting for any more oil seeps that we may have missed. Okay, there's an oil seep literally right here. Production 1.95. Any... Also an oil seep over here. Let's see if we can hook it up to this line. I bet we could. Okay. Let's, we don't have one with us. I think we have an oil extractor somewhere, though. Let's see if we have one down here. Is this system working yet? We haven't really got a chance to see it, but it's going to happen pretty soon. We'll be able to check our systems there. Awesome. There we go. Oil extractors. Let's sort all that just a little bit. Anything we can dump in here? Not really. All right, let's go back over here. So here we can dump a little bit of this refined oil. You know, it's not much, but, you know, every drop counts. Throw that in there. Okay, then we're going back over here to this oil. I think maybe... Oh, there we go. All right, we'll take this. I think we'll go up and around. So, let's see if we can catch it. I see. About that. Let's see if that line starts to get clogged up. Hopefully not. I don't think it'll be an issue. We can always go and upgrade the line once it gets further down, right? So we'll see how that goes. All right, let's follow this along, see what happens when these two lines merge. That is a really funky little merge, but, you know, it's okay. Whatever. What are you going to do? Here, we can actually tighten all that up. All right, well, actually, here, let's see what happens once it starts flowing through appropriately. Okay, perfect. So they'll be okay. So let's actually run. Okay. There we go. Run this out there. And then we're going to delete all that and throw down just a little bit of foundation here. If I can find the foundation button. Boom. Beautiful. Throw a splitter on there. That'll split right there. Boom. Boom. Whoop. Boom. There we go. Cut that off, and then sync this up just a little bit there. We're just breaking everything. Oh, well, that's okay. Boom. You have to go out and build it back, too. Come on, guys. There you go. Okay. So this all connected up. Should be in a good spot. Ooh, no, we will not have this all connected up. Glad we caught that. There we go. And then we will actually, I think, upgrade this and this. And yeah, okay, cool. So once it hits 3 streams, that's when we start upgrading this. All right, so let's see how this works. I think this will actually work out okay once we kind of get through this clog that we've accidentally set up here. Let's just speed up the game real quick. Okay, that seems to be working a lot nicer. Let's come down here, see what's happening here. All right, looks like it is not clogging up anymore down here. And that's basically what we wanted to see. We actually even, let's upgrade a few more prior. There we go. So we can kind of start to speed it up. We can even actually upgrade. There we go. All right. Any other oil seeps we are not taking advantage of? No. I mean, we're doing very well. Okay, there's one over here. All right. Let's throw one down here. I think that's probably the closest line, right? Let's go double check. Yeah, okay. Let's come up and connect up there. I'll pull out a little bit of electricity here. I think we'll be able to connect right up here. Beautiful. Okay. Come across and over. Try not to build too far ahead, just because sometimes if you start building too far ahead, you miss something right here. And I'd rather kind of let all of this oil begin to produce and come along the line so that we don't get quite so bad of a clog when we actually connect these up. let's go. Let's take the land route as long as we can. There we go. Go out, boys. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Alright, there we go. I will say it'll be really nice to start getting some of the final upgrades for these guys too, because I feel like they're doing a pretty good job, but you know, you can always go just a little bit faster. That'd be great. Alright, so again, we're doing exactly what I said I didn't want to. But there we go. Come on. There we go. Nice work, guys. Okay, and then we will want to repair this junction too. Not repair per se, but properly upgrade that junction. Boom. Okay. So now let's just make sure how many others end up feeding in here. So that ends up feeding in here. This one ends up feeding in here. Still doesn't look like we're backing up. It kind of looks like at this point we're actually just hitting pretty much maximum capacity, maximum loading on that line, right? And then, okay, good. So that line then heads straight through there, because we could always split that line if we need to. I don't think that we need to. What is going on with these? There we go. Because now we have that line through the middle that is hooked up, but literally has nothing going on. So let's actually split that line right here, just in case. Let's walk through all this foliage. Back that up. And split it out right there. Run in there. You can go down there. You can go along there. And this will, I think, automatically split 50-50. Yeah. Again, doesn't really matter, you know? Okay, cool. Any other obvious oil that we want to grab? Well, here, let's actually go back and just see. Wow. A lot of plain filters. Not a lot of capacity. That is very problematic. But it's actually the titanium glass issue. Alright, so we might need to go check out what's going on with our titanium very shortly. For now, let's hop back over here, see how this is going. Okay. I'm hoping we're finally going to see a net positive here. I'd love to see that. So we're getting all sorts of stuff flowing in here. Alright, does look like this is a net positive, so I don't think we have to worry about running out on any of these. These are all filled up to their heart's content. Awesome. We are still probably not getting too much. Yeah. All right. One other thing I do want to start thinking about is for this sulfur, we might want to go find a planet that would support us grabbing sulfur from that system, right? So I don't know if there's any systems around here where we could actually just see what they have in them. No sulfur there. It'd be great if we actually had a system where we already have some ships. No. That's unipolar magnets. Any other system? Nope, also unipolar magnets. I'm trying to figure out, just even like remember. Edalupi. Okay, sulfuric acid's there. All right, yep, let's go to Edalupi. Boom, this is an easy one. All right, good question to have is, do we have any pumps to take with us? So let's do our homework before we just head off. But I do think that will be overall really nice to have as far as sulfur goes. Okay, let's go to the chests. We can dump these. We don't need them. These, we don't need them. We'll get rid of this oil shortly, but I thought we had more pumps in one of these. I'm not seeing any in either of these. So let's hop down for a second. Let's get rid of this actually because we just don't need it. Clean that up. And then how many water pumps? There we go. We can build 9. That feels like enough to me. We just need some more stone. We can definitely grab that. Oh, whoops, we moved it a little bit. Where is it? Now it's over here. Nice. Okay. Grab a little bit of that. Let's see if we can build a few more of these. 6. Beautiful. Okay. I think that's probably enough, honestly. Stone back. Beautiful. Okay, so we got like 15 pumps on the way. All right, cool. And hold up, just to double check. All right, we have our interstellar logistics station. Do we need to staff it with, okay, we have these guys. Do we have any logistics vessels? That's kind of the other question. Oh, I think we had some titanium in one of these, didn't we? There we go. Pull that. And then actually here, we also have some of these. I didn't want all of them, but here. Is that going to hopefully understand that it doesn't need to do that now? All right. Then how many more of these can we queue up? There we go. Cool. Q straight in now. Awesome. That's what we wanted to see. Okay. So we were building logistics vessels. Perfect. 6 of them. Love it. All right. So now we can leave. Etta Loopy, we are headed your direction. This will get us a nice steady sulfur supply, and I think that's what we're looking for here. Wow. You can really feel the pull of that gas giant there. And you can actually see all of our harvesters, or orbital collectors, rather, sorry, on the surface there. It's pretty neat. Okay, just taking a nice interstellar trip here. Got a ways, but we got definitely enough energy. I wonder what happens when our solar pile amount, like, exceeds the maximum float storage or something. Like, who knows what's going to happen there? I still don't know why that bug is happening. It's been happening for like 15 episodes. If you have any idea what's going on, please let me know. But I am stumped on that one. But it hasn't seemed to do anything. So, you know, as long as it's not going to cause us any issues, I'm not going to stress about it. Okay, we're pretty much here. Boom. Okay, so let's see what we got here. First things first, I'm going to stop my little indicator here because that bothers me. No, not there, not there, not there. Looks like we want to go to Edalupi 1. Cool, we can make that happen. We do not have a station on Edalupi 1. So what we'll probably do, set up an interstellar logistics station here, and then go find the other planet here that has an interstellar logistics station and just add a sulfur slot here, because that way we only have to run our warp crystals, or whatever the heck they're called. Am I blanking on what they're called? Space warpers in one storage space, right? Boom. Okay. This is an interesting looking planet. Is this the so-called sulfur hotspot I've heard so much about? Yeah. Alright, where's the pole of this planet? I think it's like up here, potentially. Yeah, the poles are around here. Wow, so many little stars there. Okay. Go to map view. All right, so there's a pole there. I assume these three, kind of all of the sulfur lakes there that I've heard so much about. Let's kind of throw this down right on the pole. Beautiful. And I don't think we even really need any power in there, to be honest with you, to run any of this stuff. I could be mistaken, but is there any wind power up here? Well, we'll make it work if we need to. All right, resource collection, because we will have to probably figure out a few of these. Needs a liquid source, I know that. Okay, let's just try a few there. See if we can run all these solely on wind turbines. The answer is probably going to be no, is my guess, so we'll have to figure that out, but that's okay. Okay, let's run just straight up there. Have this one come out here, up there. Beautiful. Actually, here, this. Put one in there. Okay. Oh, whoops. Gotta set it to accept sulfur. There we go. Okay, so they're all running at, only 47% capacity. Okay, that's probably a no bueno. Let's see. Can we make any more of these wind turbines? All right, well, we can make 4 more. Not the end of the world. See if that does anything. Probably not, though, I'm assuming. Is there... Tell me there's some... Yeah, there's some iron ore on this planet somewhere. So here, let's, again, turn that off. We'll grab a little bit of iron, and we can make a few more ourselves. I should really just know at this point that I need to do this, and I just never remember. So I need almost like a going off planet pack, where I remember that I need more things to produce wind turbines. There we go. Maybe like 5. It's more simple to produce. We're just going to try to get the ones that we currently have up to 100% power, and then we should be good to go. And it takes such a short amount of time to do that we don't really have to worry about it. All right, we'll try to make 10. See how 10 does. Okay. Back over here. Oh, there's titanium over here too. That's probably good to know. Hopefully we won't need it, to be honest with you, but it's okay. I really don't think that we want to power this. Let's just do it anyways, just in case, you know? Of course, the whole network is going to be red, but that's okay. There we go. Build a few more, see how this goes. Because it will gather energy very, very slowly. We'll turn it down to 30. See how that goes. Yeah, it's going to charge very, very slowly. And I don't know if it even really matters at all if the station is powered, to be honest with you. I don't think it will, unless we want to send our own vessels out. And let's just throw... Where did our vessels go? We have a few, right? Put like 3 on here. See how that goes. It's going to charge up eventually. We'll speed this up, see how that goes. It's getting there. Well, here. Let's build a few more wind turbines while we're at it. Woo, we are guns blazing here. Oh my gosh, it's actually really funny. This is really rough, though. I should just build like 1,000 of these at some point. And we could just use those, because that would be way more convenient than having to do this every single time. At least we landed on a planet with iron. It could always be worse. Always be worse. It is nice we can also speed up the game. That definitely helps. This would be a very slow process without this. Alright, we'll try another 10, see how that goes. Sprint! Sprint! How much further are you? You're really not that much further. Oh man. Whoops. I meant to do that. Actually, here. 1 second. We should not be doing that at all. We don't want to be building near that lake. We should be building over here, maybe. Can I sneak one in here? No. Yeah, wind's also only 60% here, so that definitely doesn't help. Or 80% rather. Alright, so it's at least still running now. See, I don't know what this has to get up to, but at least hitting 17% capacity. But once this thing is fully charged, I think it won't be a problem as much anymore. It's just going to take forever. Oh well, what are you going to do? Alright, let us go see what's going on in one of our other planets, right? Figure out which one of our planets has our distribution on it. I think, or our, sorry, our interstellar station, right? I don't believe it would be one of those. Oh, wait, we can actually see which one it is. So if you click on it, okay, planetary logistics up there. We have one up there. Doesn't look like we have anything there. It doesn't look like we have anything there. So we already know. Nice. We need to go to Edelupi 2. Where are you, Edelupi 2? That's 3 and 4. That must be 2. Nice. All right, here we go, 2. So we should be able to just put some sulfur over there, and then we'll be able to get it over to the system. It looks so green even from here. It's kind of crazy. Intensely, intensely green. All right, coming at you, Edelupi 2. We actually never go back to these two, so this will be really interesting to see kind of how's everything operating over here. It's nice. It's kind of like what our planet looked like before we just absolutely wrecked it. Okay, so full up storage. No logistics ships. I wonder if that matters. Well, it doesn't have any power. I see. So they have to be demanded. They're not sending anything. That's interesting. I'll set this up for... It has to be remote supply, though. Huh. Unless it's remote demand within the system, right? Oh, one of them is going to have enough power. I see. That's the problem. So, And this has no space warpers either. Wait, hold up a second. If there's no space warpers here, how is this stuff getting off planet? Did we just not set this up in this system? That can't be true. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing there. Huh. So maybe it's just... So other systems are demand... I see. That's the thing. It's more so just like a clearinghouse. And other systems can then come demand these things. But it has to have space warpers on that end versus on this end. Well, so let's see. Interesting. So we could put warpers as a demand here. Cut it down to like 200. Remote demand. They will go get them. Interesting. Even with no power. I wonder what happens. Let's just see what happens. Cut this down to maybe like 20, right? Well, here. Let's just cut that off and then remote demand now. Okay, cool. So it'll be 136. Let's just see what happens. I'm curious. We'll pop into our station view here, or rather our system view. I see some ships pop into the system and see what happens. Because it considers a supply of sulfuric acid, and I want it to be able to get... Oh, there we go. Okay. So now that we have them, will our ships go out to help fuel anything? Maybe it doesn't look like it. I want to be able to set this... Okay. You know what probably is the issue is that I probably actually don't want these here because I probably want to take those and then set this to remote demand and then set the transport range of drones. I don't really care. The transport range of vessels down to like 1 light year. So what'll happen is then if I provide power to this system, then theoretically what we could do is go get the sulfur here. But now, because see, I still don't really want to do that. I know there's a better way to do this and I'm just being dumb about it. But I don't, off the top of my head, remember what it is. Because local supply only works on the local planet. I want for the local system, right? I have everything flow to this station and then have this be the Adalupi station. Whoops. The capsule on Adalupi station. So at least it is the local supply, which is nice. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. I think if I set this to remote demand, though, and that other station has it, it should be delivering it over there. So we'll see. Maybe that station just needs more charge at it. Because it is considered a sulfur supply. Is that 4 that we were at, I think, right? Or no, we were on 1. Where's 1? Where are you, Adalupi 1? Oh, wow. You can even see it shooting into the... That's so cool. Wow. Oh, there we go. Okay. How to just turn this car around. All right. Zip past the star here. Let's see how things are going on at Adalupi 1. I guess that side. I think I guessed the wrong pole. Whatever. Here we go. Everything's going power-wise here. Alright, so power's at least at like a tolerable level. Kick this back up. Okay. So you should be delivering sulfur to that other one at this point. Let's see how this goes. We're still only at 21%. I thought it would go higher at this point. Max charge power, 30 watts. The station is still technically charging. Well, we shall see how this goes. Set that down. There we go. Let's see what happens when we get to 100 here. Okay, so it is going to send it off. And it is going over to Adalupi 2. Okay, cool. So this is actually working exactly the way that we want it to. Awesome. Okay, so it's going to be slow as heck, but I think hopefully this will net charge up eventually, and then we'll be in an okay spot. Let's make a couple more sails before we leave, right? Just kind of sit here for a few minutes, make some sails. Whoa, there we go. This 3 speed is just something else. There we go. Give it a minute. Okay, and we're back. Sprinting across the surface of the planet, heading this direction to throw down some of our little windmill guys. There we go. I don't think we're going to get to, 100% power, but we can at least get less bad. That's kind of what we're aiming for, is less bad. So I don't really want to import fuel cells, so we're just going for less bad. Okay, let's see what that looks like. Charging a little bit faster. 43%, getting there. I think at some point, theoretically, this will hit its max charge, right? And then we won't have to worry about this anymore. But I can't actually see. What is the max charge of the whole station? I have no idea. No idea. Okay. Well, we should find out eventually, but that day is not today. All right, I think we're going to take a quick break, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining me again, and hopefully when we come back, we will have all sorts of sulfuric acid available to us across the galaxy. Thank you so much for joining me. If you've liked this content, please feel free to actually shoot it a like if you're still here. I'd appreciate it. If you want to catch some other Dyson Sphere Program content, you can always subscribe to the channel for more. All right, take it easy, folks. Have a great rest of your evening.